A NASA space telescope has begun its mission to map the entire sky in 3D. Volkswagen recalled ID.Buzz electric vans because their seats are too spacious. And SpaceX's Texas headquarters is officially on its way to becoming a city. It's Monday, May 5th, and this is your morning tech news roundup from Engadget. A space observatory designed to map the entire sky over a period of 2 years to further our understanding of the early universe has started snapping images. SpaceX, which launched in early March, got started with its observations this past week after over a month of setup procedures and system checks. The Space Telescope will complete about 14.5 orbits of Earth per day, capturing roughly 3,600 images daily and observing the sky in an unprecedented 102 wavelengths of infrared light. Its observations will eventually be combined to create 4 all-sky maps. SpaceX's 25-month survey will be a comprehensive one. The spacecraft orbits Earth from north to south, passing over the poles, and each day it takes images along one circular strip of sky. As the days pass and the planet moves around the sun, SpaceX's field of view shifts as well, so that after 6 months, the observatory will have looked out into space in every direction. Researchers will use the SpaceX observations to study the universe's expansion in the moments after the Big Bang and search for the ingredients for life elsewhere in the Milky Way. Volkswagen has recalled 2025 ID.Buzz electric vans because, their rear seats are only configured for 2 people, but are wide enough to fit 3. According to the NHTSA note found by Electric, Volkswagen is recalling 5,637 vehicles, which were manufactured between September 18th of last year and February 11th of this year. The removable third row of the 2025 ID.Buzz are only fitted with seat belts for 2 people. However, its seating surface width exceeds the value specified for 2 occupants under the Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standard number 208, which sets the standards to reduce the number of deaths in the event of a crash. In other words, the third row of the 2025 ID.Buzz is wide enough to require 3 seat belts. As it is, it will be very easy to fit a third person in, and they will have no protection while the vehicle is on the road, increasing their likelihood of getting injured or dying if they get into an accident. Volkswagen intends to fix the issue by installing permanent unpadded trim parts to limit the surface width where passengers can sit on the rear bench. The 2025 Volkswagen ID.Buzz electric van was released in the U.S. in November of last year, and has a starting price of $60,000. It has an EPA estimated range of 234 miles on a full charge and comes in several possible color schemes. The votes are in, and residents of a small swath of southern Texas are in favor of SpaceX's Starbase becoming a real city. The newly designated city is home to SpaceX and many of its employees, and it's where the company builds rocket engines, launches spacecraft, and manufactures other space-related tech. According to the final vote tally, 212 residents voted in favor of incorporating as Starbase, while 6 voted against the measure. But it is worth noting that most of the eligible voters in the locale are SpaceX employees, and only 143 votes were needed to make Starbase a city. Starbase will be separated from Cameron County as its own roughly 1.5 square mile city. This designation is particularly important considering SpaceX may be able to circumvent governmental red tape when it comes to scheduling rocket launches. Previously, the company had to get permission from county authorities to close a nearby highway or restrict public access to Boca Chica Beach and Boca Chica State Park for rocket launches. While the vote to designate Starbase as an official Texas city passed, county commissioners and judges still need to declare the election results official. That's according to Remy Garza, the elections administrator for Cameron County. Even though SpaceX may get a helping hand with Starbase handling its own building and permitting processes, Cameron County Judge Eddie Trevino told NBC News that any changes to the existing procedures that SpaceX has to go through would be unnecessary. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Cheyenne McDonald, Mariella Moon, and Jackson Chen, and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer by me, Steve White. Enjoy your Monday, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.